Why don't you give residents who are watching your two main goals if you're re-elected or elected for the first time?
And we'll begin with Nick Priest.
So I think, my two main goals. Well, goal number one, I think, is centered around communication and engagement. I think that we need to start, as a local government, become more proactive in our outreach. And I think that I'm perfectly positioned to help with this. It's not going to be easy, and why would it be? But we need to turn things around. We need to get people involved. We have a representative town meeting. So obviously, as a local government, we value the voice of the community. And I don't think that we're hearing it. I don't think that we're doing our best to educate and inform the residents of our town so that we can, do bigger and better things. And I think, the second thing is I want to make sure that we are spurring economic development in the right way. I think that we have a huge opportunity in Burlington to, again, be more proactive with our outreach to companies to come to Burlington. Yes, we are in a great location, and yes, we're a pretty awesome town. But there's more that we can that can be done, and we should be doing everything in our power to be doing that. So, if I'm lucky enough to take a seat and serve my 3 years, those are the two things that I think would be top of my list.
Thank you. Mike.
Thank you, Alan. Some of my goals for the future, I think the number one issue that we're going to be facing in the next several months will be our water issue. What are we going to do? Are we going to rebuild or revamp our water treatment facility, or are we going to make that connection to MWRA? Either way, it's going to be an expensive proposition, and we've been discussing this for over 2 years now, trying to figure out the best way to address that. The other thing that I'm a little bit excited about, or very excited about, is our paramedic program. That we're rolling out a paramedic program in the fire department. This is going to bring a superior level of service to the community by having the paramedics as part of our fire department, rather than relying on a third-party independent clock check. I'm very excited about that. The community is going to be much better off. We know that there's been some talk of a new school in Burlington, so we're working with our financial team to see where that all plays out, and how we're going to when and where we can start taking steps to address the school issue. And the police department. Police have been, for a long time, as Richard, you're well aware, been beating the drum for a new police station over there. So we've got some challenges ahead, no question.
Chief Kent will be happy to hear.
Thank you. And finally, Joe.
Thank you. I have to agree with Mike on the first issue. The first issue is the water issue. It's a very big issue in town. We've had studies done. We've had numerous meetings on it. We've had presentation at town meeting on water. We've had a lot of stuff on the water issue in town. Where we're going with it as a board, we don't know yet, because we haven't really, we've sat down and discussed it, but we don't have all the numbers, and it's going to be a very expensive cost to town. So we don't really know which way we're going to go. MWRA, fix the treatment plants are there. It's up in the air. We have to really sit down and figure it out. That's one of the goals that would be fantastic to have. Second goal would be, for me, you could almost take your pick, whether it's the police department. We already got the new fire department coming in, which was a great asset to the fire department in town, to have one on the other side. The DPW we're working on. Mike had mentioned earlier that it's not just a Monday night meeting thing. We have meetings. I have 3 meetings Monday coming up. Thank God I have the day off. But there's meeting after meeting after meeting. And it's all to make sure that this town is run properly. And I thank the Lord that we have some of the greatest people in town in our department heads, whether it's Mr. Sanchez, Mr. Petrin, Brian Curtin. We have some great people in town, and they're the ones that help us decide which way to go, what direction is the best for the town financially. And it's all about the financials. Which way should we go? This way, right, left, down the middle? And those would be the biggest goals for me, would be the water and the and probably the DPW bond right now.